Right then, we're going to purify this water. This is the water we got from the rock, and we're just about to see just how dirty it is. There we go, 1 litre of essence of sheep shit. Now, we're not going to drink this water because it's got white worms in it. It should be interesting to see if it kills them. Yeah. I'm never going to be able to drink out of that water canister again. Right, we're going to boil this and let these little fry. Those are actual worms. Would have gained a nice hold on your intestinal tract within days if you were to drink this water, as I'm assuming there must be some eggs in there too. Have a look at that. Yeah, there's a bit of algae in there. Lots of little bits and pieces of stuff.
Will the water purification kit get rid of the worms?
Well, we'll be there. Just going to take this off the boil once it's really gone, let it cool down, and then we'll put the tablets in. Neutralising tablet will be put on after the chlorine tablet here. So that's about 1 litre of water in there, so 1 tablet will do it fine. And that goes in there. We're making chlorine gas now. And now we've waited for that to sufficiently work and spread itself around. You can drink it just as it is, but it will taste rather nasty because it just tastes like swimming bath water. So you can put a neutralising tablet in, and that gets rid of the taste of the chlorine. And they take a bit longer to work. They take about 20 minutes, and that will just take away the taste. And it also stops the chlorine from working. So you don't want to put it in too early, otherwise you won't have cleaned your water, which would be a bad thing. Fresh, clean drinking water. Something to carry your water in. You're going to need water when you're walking. You either have one of these that you stick on the outside somewhere easy to get, possibly around here so you can grab it with one hand, or these internal water carriers, plastic bag that you sit inside your rucksack. You connect a tube to it, it goes inside, and you can drink out the tube. That's the end you drink out of. Compass and a map, absolutely invaluable again. You always want a good compass. This is when we bought it, it got a bubble in it, and now it's disappeared, which is interesting. But it's you want to spend a fair amount of money on a compass. Don't skimp on it. It's quite an important piece of equipment. Tent. This is what you're going to sleep in. This is going to be your house, your home, while you're spending any time away from your real house. That's what you think of it. They're usually quite heavy. This is a mountaineering tent. It's 2-man. You'll see it up later. It weighs about 3 kilograms, 3.5 kilograms. Generally you're going to want to share this with someone if you're walking, but we're just going to jam it in here. And other essentials, head torch. You're going to end up being in the dark at some point. The amount of people that go camping and forget a torch when it's dark in your tent, you spend so many hours inside your tent. This is a little distress flare. If you want to be really safe, you'll have one of these, and basically it just sends a flash off, and it'll last for 24 hours as opposed to one flare in the air. You can go and stick it somewhere up on a rock and hopefully someone will see it and come and get you. A knife. You will need a knife. Multi-tools are good, cheap little multi-tools, because they do have everything you're going to need. Bottle openers, screwdrivers. Why you need a screwdriver, I don't know, but you will at some point. Knives are usually quite good. I mean, they're not fantastic on the cheaper versions, but they still work. Probably want to put that in the top pocket, or even in your pocket if you need it fairly often. I can go in there too. you're going to take a mobile phone with you, which I do suggest you do if you've got one, because you can still contact people in the absolute middle of nowhere and not have to wander miles to find a phone box or a farm. If you are going to take one, you're going to need to keep it dry because they don't tend to work when they're wet. This is a waterproof case. In here I've got like silica gel. You can get them in your shoe boxes and stuff. It just absorbs moisture. Because you don't want the moisture building up, and then your phone will have so much moisture inside of it, but because it's in there, it's enclosed. Generally most of them will float. They lock up, completely waterproof. You drop it in a puddle, drop it in a river, and it still will float. It's just finding it that's the problem. That's going to need to be somewhere of easy access. And then what you're going to wear, you get waterproof trousers here. Waterproof top, and you can wear something like Alex is wearing here. It's a great big orange dry suit. This will keep you quite dry. It's actually for oil rigs. He does look like a prune though. Seal cuffs here. Look, no water will get in there. Might get in here though. And if he was to jump off an oil rig, I think the water would pour in here and it'd sink. Actually, I think that's a bit of a flaw to that design.
Yeah, so we got there and it was raining, and
so we moved around to the boot of the car to get ready under the boot because it's all dry there.
Yeah, we made it into a shelter. Yeah, we kind of folded the chairs out. We had like
it was so dry.
We were being very organised. It was the first part where we were organised. The last part we were organised, and then we made that cheeky little note for the for the farm,
just to make sure that they didn't think we were lost, as we were going to leave the car right near his house.
And then we started setting off, and we got about 100 yards down the road, and you'd forgotten the map.
Yeah, so we had to double back
already, and that was like 100 yards down the road. And also at the same time, my bag was already getting heavy, so I was propped up against a wall, and you had to leave your bag behind because it was too heavy to walk back and then come back. And that was before we'd even gotten a foot up. And then we got to the bridge, and everything. It stopped raining, and it was looking good and like sunny. And we got to the bridge, and we were like high spirited, and took a break already.
This is about 1 mile into the trek. About exactly 1 mile.